Breathe in and out through your nose. Take Ujjayi breath, but slow, deep. If you don't know Ujjayi breath, that's just breathing in and out through your nose deeply. And you should hear the inhale and the exhale. So it's like the breath is moving down the throat into the belly and then back up and out the nose. While you're sitting here quieting your mind, just notice. Notice any tightness, any buzzing in your brain, any thoughts that are repeating, any overanalyzing of not being calm enough, not being quiet enough, not being energetic enough, feeling tight somewhere, maybe you have an ache somewhere, feeling frustrated. Just take notice. See if you can let go of all of that and come to a place where you can feel content. I almost said complacent, but we don't want to be complacent. We want to be content. Complacent is just like, there's almost like this little negative piece to that, where content is you're happy where you are. Complacent is like, it's okay. I'll just be here. It's fine. But there's a level up that you can get to. So see if you can find that level up where it's not just fine, but everything's okay. Or maybe it's fantastic. And while you get yourself situated in your thought process, take a notice of where your body is. Are you sitting tall? Are you slumping? Do you have any roundedness in your back? Could you pull your belly button to your spine more? Notice if you pull the belly button ever so slightly back, it does lift you up. And then if you just pull the shoulders down the back, that also lifts you up. And it creates a long spine. And then just bring chin so that it is parallel to floor. And breathe here. Without being too stiff about it, just find that perfect sweet spot for you where you're sitting tall and well. And breathe here. And keeping your eyes closed, hands on knees, palms face down, seated cat-cow, eyes closed. Inhale, chest pushes forward, chin pushes forward. It's almost like you're slightly lifting up off your seat. And then round the spine, chin to the chest on an exhale. Come forward again. Inhale, chin lifts, chest up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the upper back. We're moving very slow. Inhale. Exhale. Hold right here. You're rounded, you're holding your knees. The way that you're holding your knees is keeping you up. If you were to let go of your knees, you'd fall back. So really grip onto those knees and get a big stretch in the upper back. And then come through, sit up tall. Open your eyes, both hands up to the sky. Big breath. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Interlace. Flip the hands way up, 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 up. And then pull the arms so the upper arms are back behind the ears. If it's too much and your shoulders are tight, you can be in front of the ears, of course. It's fine. Breathe here and then find that place where we were at the beginning of class. We were sitting well and tall. Chin parallel to floor. Chest up, stomach in. And then take the arms out like cactus arms, but bring your elbows slightly up so that they're parallel to the shoulders. And then inhale, you're gonna lift the elbows up, lift the heart up, look up. And exhale, you're gonna bring the elbows and forearms together and round like we were just doing in our seated cat-cow. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, close it down. We'll take 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Press the elbows together, press the forearms together, press the hands together. And release. And then just some hip circles, Sufi grinds to the right. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhaling, exhaling. Switch directions to the left, hip circles. So Carly said that she couldn't come tonight because she had to go to a birth parade. It's the new thing in the pandemic. Parades for graduating, parades for birthdays. It's kind of cool. It makes you wonder why people didn't have parades before. Last round. Sit up tall. And then we're just going to take some little hand stretches. So interlace right in front of you. Pull the shoulders back. Press the hands way out with that interlace. Make sure you've got the interlace into the pinkies and thumbs too. And then see if you can really press those palms forward. So you get a stretch all the way from the shoulders out to the palm of the hand. And then just take the right hand and pull the left fingers, point the left fingers up and pull back. And then take the right hand on the top of the hand and pull the front of the hand back so the fingers face you now. And just switch. Left hand takes the fingers on the right, pull back like you're flexing the fingers back towards your head. You should feel a stretch in your forearm. And then flip the hand over. I'm very sore. I was raking the other day. That was super fun. It gave me quite the workout. And then we're just to take the hands behind the back, interlace, stretch the hands away from the low back if you can, and then be mindful of what happens with your belly and chest and pull that all back and pull the hands away. Some of us are spending a lot more time on our computers than we ever did before, maybe 4 months worth now, right? And release all fours now. Hands underneath shoulders, knees under hips. And we're just going to stretch the left leg straight back, stomach in. You're on the ball of the left foot. Little runner stretch here. And then slide the left foot out to the side, line it up with the right knee, arms come out, and then we're going to repeat what we did when we were seated. Arms out like cactus, reach back, and in. So it's a balance and an upper body stretch, and maybe abs a little bit. And crunch. From the crunch, hands right down to the floor. Swing the left leg back behind you. Toes point down to the floor. Roll the left hip towards the floor. Right hand out in front. And just balance here. Reach and breathe. And switch it out. Left knee back to the floor. Right leg out behind. Stretching the back of the right calf. Stomach is in. We're looking at the floor in front of us for a long neck. Slide the right leg out to the side so that the left knee and the right foot are in alignment. Arms out. I'm strategically not placed well, so I'm going to scooch you over a little. And then cactus arms. And pull it back like you're pinching the shoulder blades together, stomach in. And exhale, squeeze forearms together. Really press into that right foot so you're holding yourself down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Down to the floor. Right leg back, toes down. Roll the front of the right hip down. Left hand out in front of you. Thumb up, pinky down. Just a balance. That's all we're doing. Back to all fours. Cat, cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. And keep going. And down dog. Press back. Pedal through. Bending deeply one leg, then the other. And then walk your hands back to your feet, back of the mat, and we'll just dangle back of the mat. We haven't done this in a while. Just let your hands go, head go. My legs are straight, but maybe you bend your knees. If you don't touch the floor, it's not like it's a big deal. Just let your hands dangle down. If you do touch the floor, it doesn't mean anything except that you can touch the floor. Stomach is in. Maybe shake your head no and yes. And slowly roll up, bone by bone. And come to the top of the mat. Get all my wires situated. Same thing. Inhale, arms, cactus arms. Reach them back and forward. 3 like this, 2 more. Last one, hold it back, pinch the shoulders together, stomach in, tail down, and then round it all the way down to the floor. Step your left leg all the way back, knee down lunge. Flat, arms up. So the left toes are curled under, you can point them back. For me, it's a little easier to tolerate on my knee if I have the toes curled. Arms up, heart up, look up. Both hands down inside right foot. Turn the right toes out, and so you're on the right edge of that foot. Maybe slide the left leg back slightly to get a bigger stretch in the left hip. Right hand inside right foot, or excuse me, right knee. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Back to dog pose. Step it back. And then just walk to the top of the mat. Inhale for halfway lift. Fold forward all the way up. Reach up. Down all the way. Other leg back. Right leg it should be, but if you did the other, just switch. Knee down, lunge on the right, arms come up. Make sure your left knee is directly over the left ankle. And feel for a stretch in the front of the right hip. Hands down inside left foot, turn onto the edge of the left foot, keep right hand down, left hand inside, press it away. So it's like you're pressing that whole thigh towards the knee. You're really lengthening into that hip. And then maybe you look over your left shoulder. Back to downward facing. And just hold 5 breaths. Walk top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Arms out and up. Reach for the sky. And to the heart. Let's do a little flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, look forward. High plank. Knees down. All the way to the belly. Elbows way back. Inhale, cobra pose. Chest lifts. So we did a lot of chest. Pull the triceps down towards the elbows. Shoulders down back. Stretch the belly forward and up. And toes curl. High plank. Down dog. 5 breaths. Walk to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway and fold all the way up. Reach for the sky, hands to the heart. Little situation here with my my microphone belt. Likes to creep my shirt up and then my belly shows. It's scandalous. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. So option to do like we just did where you walk back high plank, or you can take a little jump back to low plank, elbows bent, and then roll onto the top of the feet, upward facing. Same thing, pull from the hips up to the chest, chin parallel, but looking up. So your hips are up off the floor, and downward dog. 5 breaths. Lift the heels, bend the knees, walk or float if you like it, top of the mat. Inhale halfway, exhale, bow down, arms out and up, and to the heart. Good, let's add some stuff. Inhale and exhale. Inhale halfway, and take it back your way. So you can walk back, lower halfway or all the way. You could hop to halfway, whatever works. Downward facing. Also, you can always skip it and go right to your dog pose. Right leg forward, high lunge. So, same thing as we did in our low lunge with our knee down. And you're going to have your right knee right over the ankle, arms up. Now, we're looking for a stretch in the hip, right? But also feel for a stretch in that back foot. So really press into the ball of that foot and then lift that heel up above the ball of the foot. Take that cactus arm situation. And then here, we're going to lift the elbows up, hands face sky, look up. Breathe right here. Excellent. Come all the way back up and downward facing dog. Left leg forward, high lunge. Left knee over left ankle, arms up. Take some breaths first and find your balance. Feel for the stretch in the front of the right hip. Have the heel over the ball of the right foot. Feel for the stretch in that foot. Straighten that leg. Cactus arms. And then look up. Hands face sky, elbows lift. Breathe here. Downward facing. If you want a vinyasa in between, feel free. Otherwise, we all meet downward dog, 5 breaths. Bend knees, lift heels, walk or float, top of the mat. Inhaling halfway up, upside down L shape. Exhaling, folding all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, arms out around the neck. And hands to the heart. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Take it back. Dog pose. Right leg forward, high lunge. Arms up. This time, instead of the cactus arms, so we've opened up a lot, right? Now we're going to take eagle arms. So some options. I'm going to face you so you can see. Eagle arms look like this. Left under right. Hands together. I'm going to come right up. So it looks like this. Now, if you can't get this, this is fine. This is fine. But try, even if you can just get the thumb, do that. So it's left under right, right knee forward. I hope I'm not smashing my microphone. I probably am. So I hope you can hear me. And then we're going to lift the elbows up. So it's a different stretch in the shoulders than we've been doing. Totally opposite stretch, right? We were opening, now we're closing. Stomach in. And now just turn the left foot down. So you're flat on that foot like a warrior one foot. Take your eagle arms down. Inside right knee if you can, otherwise on top. And then let your head rest. Pull the right hip back. Take your both hands on either side of the front foot. Turn back onto the ball of the left foot. And 3-legged dog. Open that hip. So you might guess that we're going to hit some eagle pose later. So we want to open the hip, just like we got our shoulders all warmed up. We're opening the hip because we want our hips warm so that we can do a little wrap with our legs later. And downward facing. Left leg forward, high lunge, arms up. Now we take our eagle arm on the other side. So now it's right under left, cross first, and then cross again, take hold. First we get ourselves situated, find our perfect sweet spot, breathe in, and breathe out. And then taking it right foot flat, come on in. It's kind of like a humble warrior. Pull the left hip back, right hip more forward, push into the edge of the right foot, the outer edge. Look down at your left toes. Make sure you're not curling them. Let your head relax. Revisit where your left hip is, where your tongue is, where your eyes are. See if you can relax. Unwrap, arms up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame front foot, three-legged dog, left leg this time up to the sky, then open that hip. Try to stay even in your two hands. Good, back down to dog pose. And let's go for a child's pose. Knees down and wide. Hands forward, head to the floor, block, pillow, whatever's handy. And breathe. Good, back to downward facing. Bend your knees, lift your heels, walk or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Arms out and up. Reach up, hands to the heart. Good, now we'll get to where we're going. 2 more times through the flow. Inhale up and fall forward. Inhale, halfway. Vinyasa. Your way, or straight to dog. Right leg forward. High lunge to begin with. Arms up. And then bend for your cactus arms. Reach out. Inhale. Left under right. Eagle arms. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, foot down, head down, arms down. So left foot down. Breathe deep. Pull right hip back. Inhale, back up. Open it up, cactus arms again. Inhale. And three-legged dog. Open it up, exhale. Stay here. Now a little tricky dicky here. So Ellen may want to come back into a knee down lunge. Everyone else, half pigeon. So Ellen, you could do right foot down, right knee up, left knee down. So instead of a half pigeon, you're doing knee down lunge like we did at the beginning of class. I wouldn't come onto your back and do a figure 4 because we're trying to keep our energy up and we're not staying here long. Inhale, we're just opening the hips here. Heart lift. Exhale, press it back, three-legged, open it up again. And then right leg down, left leg up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up to begin with. And then open it up, cactus arms. Inhale here. Exhale, right under left, eagle arms. Inhale, lift. Press right foot down like a warrior one foot. Exhale, humble. Inhale, arms out. Cactus. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Left leg up, three-legged. Open it up. Half pigeon, left knee, left wrist. Ellen goes knee down lunge, or anyone else who needs a modification. We're not here long. We're feeling for the stretch in the outer left hip. Inhale, and if you're in knee down lunge, you're feeling for the stretch in the front of the right hip. Back to three-legged, left leg up, downward, 5 breaths. Bend knees, lift heels, walk or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, maybe your hands are on your shins now, halfway lift. Exhale, bow down. Arms out and up. Last time through. Hands to the heart. So I'm going to face the camera for a sec, and I'm going to show you a demo of an eagle. I'm not sure. I think most of you know this one, but I'm not sure if Frank knows it. So I'm going to stay back just because you want to see my legs. So I showed you the arms. I'm going to just do right under left. So it's a cross and a cross, and then maybe a prayer. Now, you're going to bend deep. You guys are just watching. You don't need to do this. Bend deep like a chair pose. See, my legs are a little bit apart to make space. Lift the right leg up, over. You're crossing just like you did with your arms. And then right toes, right here, I'm wiggling them, go back behind the calf. And then the right knee goes over to the right, left, woo! See how I got my toe down there? You can be like that too. This is your eagle pose. Okay. So I just wanted to demo that because we're going to go into that in a little bit. Arms up, inhale, and fold. Halfway up, and dog pose your way. Right leg forward. High lunge to begin with. Arms straight up. Cactus. Left under right. Eagle. Elbows up. And foot down and fold down. And up. Back onto the ball of that left foot. Right knee bends deep. Buoyancy here. Left leg up. And around, eagle. Maybe your left toes go to the floor on the side of your right foot. Totally fine, or do what you can. I can't get my foot around on this one. On this side, I get tight on this side here. Even in a hot yoga class, couldn't barely get it. Stomach is in, heart's lifted. Now, back to high lunge. Heart lifts, look up. Frame front foot, three-legged, right leg up. Open it. Half pigeon for real. So Ellen, however you like. You can come on your back. You could do a knee down lunge again. Or half pigeon. Half pigeon is the right knee behind the right wrist. The two hands are in alignment with the front of the mat and each other. My left toes are curled because that helps with the alignment of the left foot. So the left foot faces directly behind the left hip. Press the left hip into the mat, and then you're going to feel a little tug in the outer right hip. And that's the stretch we're going for. You might also feel it in the front of the left hip. And then maybe once you're all lined up, you can just take the left toes back and perhaps come on your forearms. And breathe. So don't get too down with this, down on the floor with this, because you'll get a little too comfy, restorative-like. And we still have our whole other side. So keep your head up so that your energy level stays up. Take 3 more breaths. And then come onto the palms. Slowly come up. Curl those back toes under. Push yourself up. 3-legged dog again. Open it up. And then just kind of roll that right knee around a couple times in each direction. And then back to dog pose. Left leg forward, high lunge. Arms lift up to the sky. Big breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, right under left eagle. Elbows up. Inhale up. Exhale, right foot turns down and you fold down for your humble warrior. 1 breath only. Inhale back up. Prepare for your eagle on the left side. Come back onto the ball of the right foot. Maybe you bring it up a little closer. Get ready, buoyancy on the left. Bring it around and behind. Whoop. Deeply into that seat. Squeeze the inner thighs together, elbows up, stomach in, tail down. And then back to high lunge, arms up. Inhale, 1 breath. Frame front foot, exhale. 3-legged dog, inhale. Open it up, exhale. Inhale here. Half pigeon or knee down lunge or a figure 4 in your back. Hi, buddy. How are you? How are you? So again, the back toes curled so that that leg goes straight back from the hip. Left hip is on the floor. Hands parallel to the front of the mat and each other. Stay like this, or forearms. Oh, you want to get right in my way, do you? Hello. And breathe. Hopefully you don't have a smelly dog right in front of you. Definitely time for a bath. I'm trying to figure out if groomers have opened yet, because it's been several months and we only go a couple times a year anyway. Breathe deep. It costs more to get the dog washed and cut and all that than it does for me to go and get my hair done. I'm so high maintenance. All right, come back under the palms of the hands. Look out. Curl the right toes, lift the left leg, 3-legged, and open it up, and then roll that knee a few times in each direction. Good. And then knees down, all 4s. So now we've really done quite a lot of shoulder work. And let's go for a thread of the arms underneath our chest. So bring the left arm up. Inhale, look up. Thread it under the right, left ear on the floor, left cheek. If you want a little bit more, right hand more forward, you can slide the right leg back. You can even lift the right leg up if you want more. So you're really using that left shoulder. So be careful if you have a shoulder injury or your shoulder's tight today. Maybe you just stay in the first part on all fours. If your leg's up, bring it down. If your right hand moved forward, slide it back. Use that palm, push yourself back up, left arm up, and back to all fours. Right side, right arm up. Maybe you look up. Slide it on through, right ear or cheek. Left hand forward. And then if you want, left leg up. Hi. If your leg's up, bring it down. Slide the left hand back where you started. Right hand releases up first, inhale, back to all fours, exhale. Now just come to a seat. Take your both legs out in front of you. Point your toes back towards your face. Make sure your both sitting bones are on the floor. And then take your hands right by your hips. Press the hands into the floor. Point the toes back. Maybe your heels lift up off the floor. Take a big breath. Inhale and exhale. Dude, you're really trying my patience here. Now we're going to take the left foot flat. Okay? Keep pointing the right toes back. So some options here, okay? We're going for a big hip stretch. If you haven't noticed, I'm all about the hips tonight. So this is called Marichasana. Sorry about the Sanskrit there. So you can either just keep the knee here and then reach for this foot with both hands, or you could reach for it with your right hand only and come around. Take a little bind. Okay, so the bind is that the inside of the top of the left arm is around the top. And then my right hand's coming around. For binds. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold towards that foot. 5 breaths. Inhale, break that bind. And then we're going to come around for a twist. Take your the crook of the right elbow around the left knee, left hand behind you. And just pull that left knee in. Look over your left shoulder. And release. Other side. Left leg out. Right foot up. Or flat, that is. And then again, options. Both hands to this foot. So your right hip might come up off the floor. Completely fine, right? And then what you can do here to get some length is really reach that right arm beyond that foot. Find that wrap. Other side. And I have a microphone in the way, so I'm going to jimmy myself around here. Stomach in. Look forward. Halfway through a class, it's time for him to leave. He can only deal with so much. Breathe deep. And then break the pose, come up, and that twist. The crook of the left elbow inside around the front of that knee. You can also take the elbow on the outer edge of that right thigh if you want. Right hand behind you, look up over the right shoulder. And release. Both legs out in front again. Inhale, your arms come up over your head. Point the toes back. Let's really round that belly. So it's almost like you're going back, like you're gonna go back and lay down, but you're not. Pull the stomach in, round forward. So that's giving you space in the belly. If you don't have a lower belly like I do, you might not need to do that. Inhale, forward, and exhale. Start to fold down. So instead of just flopping down and getting your head to the knee, that's not the point of the pose. What we're going for is a stretch under the knee and the lower part of the back of the leg. So into the Achilles, from the knee to the Achilles, a stretch. It's great for a runner or if you're on any sort of exercise machine or hiking. Paschimottanasana. In the Ashtanga lineage, this would be a 10 count hold here. And then we'll come on our back and go for one restorative twist. So just find your way onto your back. And then pull the knees into the chest. Take some circles. Hello. Switch directions. And then arms out like a T, both knees over to the left. Maybe look to the right. And just bring the knees over to the other side. Look to the left. You don't have to look the other direction. You could look straight up. Back through center to your final relaxation. Legs out. Arms can stay where they are or down closer to the body. Let yourself just sink back into the floor. And remember the beginning of class where you thought about nothing. You let everything go. Find that way again. Notice your breathing and deepen it. Long, slow, deep breath. Staying very relaxed in this extremely restorative moment for your whole body. Take deeper breaths, and as you breathe deeper, stretch your body. Reach arms overhead, point toes away, and then pull knees to chest. Gently roll to one side and rest here. Finding that same deep relaxation and restoration. And with your eyes closed, press yourself up to a seat and bring your hands to your heart. Celebrate the little things, precious moments, small victories, a joyous chill down your spine, a smile you cannot stop with a frown. Allow yourself to feel so boiled over as if an angel has given you a shove. See the sight you've seen 10,000 times before, today, so new, so unfamiliar, so preciously present. That's what makes life's journey a miraculous string of happiness throughout the weeks and years. A beautiful face you'll never kiss. Dance with a stranger. Relish little moments of victory, of success, of smart work well done. Honor the now. Celebrate the instance of total peace, looking out upon that most beautiful landscape. You know, friend, that scene the mother painted with perfection, the one you'll surely never forget. Look around when all is right and say it aloud. All is right. Hands to the heart, bow your head. Namaste.